Hello everyone! Today we're going to make Apple Blossom the Shopkin from Season 1 out of Play-Doh. Keep watching and I'll show you how to make her. First you're going to take some green Play-Doh, make it into a ball, and then make an apple shape by pushing down the top and the sides to make it look more like an apple. You're going to take some more green Play-Doh and you're going to roll 2 balls out of it that are the same size for the feet. And you're going to take your ball and you're going to pinch one side so it is a raindrop shape. Do it to the other side and then stick those sides together so it looks like a heart and squish the middle down. I'm just shaping the feet so they look the same. And then I'm going to attach that little heart to the bottom of Apple Blossom's body. And I'm using a Play-Doh tool to put a big hole in the middle and just squishing that down to make the feet stay on. So now we have her main body all ready. The next thing I'm going to do is make 2 leaves that are going to go on top of Apple Blossom's body. So I'm taking some light green Play-Doh and cutting out 2 leaf shapes. Then I am going to cut near the bottom once on each side, draw a line down the bottom with a Play-Doh tool, and then some little lines on the side, and that makes it look more like a leaf. Once I've made both of these leaves, I'm going to set them aside because we're going to put them together later. So we'll set those aside, and now I'm going to make 2 flowers. Apple Blossom has 1 flower that goes on top of the leaves, and then she holds 1 flower. So we're going to make 2 little white flowers. Cut the shape again with my Play-Doh tool. I'm going to make 5 petals for each flower. You could also use a toothpick if you don't have a Play-Doh tool to cut out this shape. Making 5 petals again. Just fixing the shape there. So now we have the 2 white flowers. We're going to add the finishing touches. And to do that, we're going to get 2 small balls of yellow Play-Doh and put one in the middle of each flower in the center. Then I'm just going to take my Play-Doh tool again and make some little lines in the middle of each petal. Make it look a little prettier. Now we're going to set these 2 flowers aside and start on the eyes. Apple Blossom's eyes have a lot of colors and detail in them. We're going to start with 2 black balls of Play-Doh. We're going to squish them down to make 2 circles, and you want them to be about the same size. If you can, get them as close as you can to the same size. Flatten them. Then we're going to take 2 smaller balls of white Play-Doh. You want them to be a little smaller than the black ones. Flatten each one of those. And it might take a little practice to get it the right size, but you want them to be just a little bit smaller than the black ones. And you're gonna put them on top of the black ones. For the next step, we're gonna take that same green color that we used for Apple Blossom's body, and we're going to add 2 little flat green circles because she has green eyes. We're going to put 1 flat green circle on each one, and you want this one to be a little smaller than the white circle. So each circle that you're putting on is getting a little smaller and smaller every time. Now I'm doing an even smaller black circle. It's going to go on top of the green. So it's the smallest of all so far. You're going to put a green one on each side. And the one of them is a little too small, so I'm going to add a little more Play-Doh so that they're close to the same size. And lastly, we're going to have some tiny little white circles that are going to go. You don't want them to be in the very center. You want to kind of put them on the side of the black ones, and then some really tiny little dots to go near the bottom of the black circle. Now it's time to make her eyelashes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll out a thin little strip of black Play-Doh, and we're gonna cut little pieces of it to make the eyelashes. So we're gonna put one on the top corner and two on the bottom outside corner of each eye, as you can see. There we go, so one on the top corner, two more on the bottom corner of this other eye. And her eyes are the hardest part, so they might take a little practice, but once we've got them done, we're going to put them aside, and then we're going to put everything together on her body. So right now I'm sticking the eyes on. Can't see, there we go. See, I'm putting the eyes on her body. You want to kind of put them down a little because you want to leave a lot of room on the top there. Then by putting both the leaves on, I'm putting one leaf on the top and then another leaf, and then I'm putting a flower on top of both the leaves. There, you can see. Then I'm making a little hole right in the center, and I'm taking some brown Play-Doh and just sticking it in that hole to make the stem. Taking a little tiny round dot of green Play-Doh for her little nose. And it's wanting to stick to my finger, but there it goes. Her little nose. I'm making another hole, and this is where her little worm friend is going to go. To make the worm, I'm just taking some pink Play-Doh that I made by mixing some red and white together, rolling it into a little worm shape, making some little lines, and then two little eyes and a mouth. And then I just stick that in the hole that I made in her. So that little worm's poking out of her. This black Play-Doh that I'm rolling out right now is to make her eyebrows. So I have to roll it very thin, and then cut out the pieces, and stick them above her eyes. This part's a little tricky because it's such a tiny piece of Play-Doh. But we stick one over each eye, kind of pretty high up above the eye. And she keeps wanting to fall over. There we go, got the eyebrows. Putting her nose back on. And now I'm making a little mouth for her. I just made a hole with the Play-Doh tool, and I'm taking a little bit of red and sticking it inside the hole to kind of make it look like a tongue, make it look, her mouth look a little better. There we go. There's her little smile. Okay, just a few more things left. Now we're gonna make her arms by taking some more green Play-Doh. Kind of roll it out a little bit and then stick an arm on each side, one on each side there, and then one of her hands is going to hold this other flower we made. So I'm putting the flower in one of her hands. The last step is to make the little bows that go on her shoes. They're yellow, so you can do that pretty easily by just making 3 really small balls of Play-Doh out of the yellow and sticking them together. You'll see how to do it. So you just make it into 3 small balls, stick them side by side next to each other, and then you're gonna stick it on the shoe. See how it's just 3 little balls of Play-Doh? And then, let's see if you can see these. Yep, I just took 3 small little balls again, put it on her other shoe, and now she has her cute little bows that go on both of her shoes. And there we have it. Here's Apple Blossom. She's all done. If you make one, let me know how it turns out. I think she's really cute. She has a lot of fun little details, and she was really fun to make. Thanks so much for watching.